Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another devotional. I'm here at the church prepping stuff for VBS, which is kind of what I wanted to talk about today. So I'm going to be reading from Matthew chapter 19, verse 13 to 15. So that says, "Then people brought little children to Jesus for him to place his hands on them and pray for them. But the disciples rebuked them. Jesus said, 'Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these.' When he had placed his hands on them, he went on from there." So as I'm sure a lot of you know, virtual VBS is coming up, not next week, but the week after that. And I'm just getting all geared up for it. And I'm just really excited for it this year. Even though it's virtual, it's kind of fun because we get to be creative and find new ways to connect with the kids and do things that we wouldn't have normally been able to do. And I've just been thinking and praying a lot about each of the 104 kids that we have registered that are just going to be hearing the gospel and just learning about Christ and the life of David, which we're going to be going through that week. And I guess I'm doing this Devo actually just to ask you if you can be in prayer for all of these little ones who are going to be listening and their families as well. Like a lot of parents are probably going to be working alongside their kids since it's virtual and they're going to need help. And so I really just want to be intentional in praying over all the families who are going to be involved because the Spirit can already be working in their lives and preparing their hearts to hear the message. And then also just praying that those who hopefully do come to know Christ through this week, that there'll be discipleship after that as well. And whether that's through Grace Church or a different church or a family member, a neighbor, or a teacher, whoever it is, God can bring someone into these kids' lives just to disciple them further. Because just growing up doing camps and VBSs and different things, I just saw a lot of the time where kids would, pray the prayer and accept Christ at a young age, but then they didn't come from a Christian family, and then there was no discipleship. So they didn't grow and there was no fruit, which is just such a sad thing because the evangelism is so important and getting the gospel out there, but then discipleship afterwards is just as important because it would be like planting a plant and then just walking away and leaving it and never watering it. It's just going to die, right? So I was just reminded of these verses because Jesus just loves children so much. And of course I do too because I'm the children's ministry coordinator, but children's ministry is just so important. And I read a quote a little while ago from someone who I can't remember who it is off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it was Moody. And he said that if he could go back and redo any part of his ministry, he would put everything into children's ministry, which I just thought that was very interesting that he said that. And so, I'm just asking all of you to be in prayer over our week of virtual VBS. It's August 17th to 21st. And just be praying over all the different segments that are going to be happening and the kids who are involved. And I mean, it's going to be on YouTube for anyone to see. So people from other countries or other places who didn't even register and have no connection to Grace Church could stumble upon this for all we know. So please just be in prayer over this. Just that God would use this in any way that he wants and that he would just get all the glory for it, and that we would just realize that none of this comes from us, but that it's all him who is working in these kids' lives and who has given all of those who have been a part of it the ability and the talents to just put into VBS this year. So thank you again for all of you who just pray for me and just VBS and everything that is going into this week. And I'm just so excited to see what happens. So thanks for tuning in again, and we will hopefully see you on Sunday for our second Sunday morning parking lot worship service. Thanks, bye.